afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Propagandacast with me, your host Imperial Dane, a master of propaganda, hero of psych, defender of the fatherland. We're off here to the exciting 1 versus 1 unfavorable approach here between, in the west, Zuna fighting here for Wehrmacht, for Deutschland, for the Panzerdivision Winhund, with Jäger Infantry chosen right here off the bat. We got bulletins for regular infantry and Panzer Grenadiers going up versus, in the east, Redxwings fighting for the Commonwealth, for king and country, taking on here the role of the Guards Armoured Division. He's only got here Royal Artillery Regiment. Redxwings tends to be that sort of player, just sticks with one commander at a time in most cases. Either way, Royal Artillery, here we got Universal Carrier start here with the Vickers following up here for Redxwings. A bit more usual from the Brits. Most British players tend to go heavy on the infantry sections, but not Redxwings. He has not a care about that in the world when he gets his Universal Carrier. Noting on the other hand, the Zuna's actually gone for double pioneers, thus indicating he's trying to go for more territory initially and then sort of actually try and hold it. We got Grenadiers here following up, no sign of the MG42, which you consider perhaps getting. Either way, Universal Carrier is going to be used to disrupt Zuna's early game, so the shooting at him falls a bit more careful there, so Universal Carrier then hunts down his sort of early pioneers, basically slowing down the rate of progress here that Zuna can sort of make sort of grabbing territory. Of course, he has to be careful with it here. Redxwings, otherwise he can quickly get Panzerfaust and dealt with in short order. It's not quite that straightforward here for Redxwings at the current stage, but at the same time he's clearly got a plan in and that's sort of trying to sort of throw off Zuna from his early game. He's getting a second Grenadier squad here. No MD42 as of yet. Meanwhile, got the infantry section they're just pushing out. I mean, he's just going for the fuel point. That's basically otherwise there. Redxwings is just sort of launching himself at Zuna and basically trying as much as possible to disrupt. You got a Vickers following up here, holding up the area. The water-cooled Vickers machine gun, World War I era stuff. Troops holding up down there, and up northwards got another pioneer squad, and then we've got the second Grenadier squad there running for Deutschland. Of course, will Zuna be getting next, and MD42, more Grenadiers, mortars, snipers. The opposite, we got the infantry here being rushed here by pioneers and Grenadiers. Got the Universal Carrier rushing up there, but it's all be down to half health. Redxwings going to have to be careful, they can't really keep up with that kind of damage there unless he actually plans on throwing away in the early game, which would be a bit of a waste of resources, to be honest. We got a second infantry section there arriving, and then we got tech up here for Redxwings. Moving on there to the platoon command post. A lot of British players tend to go for a few units, then sort of heading up towards the higher tiers. German infantry overwhelming the infantry section here, and the pioneers falling back in the face of the Universal Carrier. Bit of shooting there.
The platoon command post is finished and ready for use.
We got a third Grenadier squad there running for Zuna. No sign of the machine gun gewehr. Nothing like that seems to be of interest. There we go. Managed to sort of pull the Grenadiers just a bit out there right in front of the Vickers, who gets a few quick shots. There's moving up a section holding up here by the fences, by the ditches. Getting on some very good hits on the Grenadiers, quickly cutting down Dieter. But poor Alf is lost in the same engagement there as German shooters quickly tear him apart. But still, Redxwings keep pushing that Universal Carrier despite being rather unhealthy. He's probably going to get some sappers up pretty quick to repair it. And of course then the question is actually going to upgrade, we say, the Vickers K, or perhaps getting it the upgrade to the Wasp. 3 Grenadiers, 2 Pioneers. Do we have any tech up? Do anything further here from Zuna at the moment? No sign of that. No sign of that. We do have the sappers on the way for Redxwings. Got the section again pushing in. It's really intent on going for that point there. Really intent on it, but every time he's basically halted by some Grenadiers. And meanwhile we got here Zuna trying to about here the main force here of Redxwings, cutting behind and past him and going straight here for the more vulnerable fuel point. Well done there by Zuna. Well done there. There we go. Looks like he's finally being pushed out of the building. Grenadiers low on health out in the open. We've got infantry just pushing it. Then he's going to move in the Vickers inside the building there, creating more dominating position. That's going to make things a bit more tricky here for Zuna. We got Flammenwerfers though, flanking from behind. The Vickers not quite in a position to actually deal with it. Pioneers, oh never mind, perhaps not. Oh, never mind, actually forced the Vickers there to fall out. Small victory. We got a bunker and we got take up there for Zuna. And it is almost wiped out. The Universal Carrier keeps fighting onward still. Almost fetching one. Pioneers managed to cut off the fuel there from Redxwings. Sappers moving up to deal with that. And there we go. Pioneers under a lot of fire from the Vickers and the infantry section nearby. And already down to 2 men. They will have to make the decision to break or will die inside there. Meanwhile, the Pioneers rushed off from here. Heavy British response forces Zuna's hand in that area. But he can get the light to make out to come near as soon as he gets some of his Pioneers back. And there we go, again trying to sort of rush out the Vickers and sort of wipe it out there in the open. Very risky move here by Zuna, but he might... almost got it, but the Pioneers there almost brought him to return there, so he's rather pushing it. And there we go, we got the Vickers K being mounted. His Redxwings has no interest in the Wasp upgrade. Almost got the Pioneers to wipe, almost! At the same time, the guys are rushing in here for the universal carrier, but looks like he's speeding away there, allowing it to get packed, and he's still not repaired it. He's actually got 2 sapper sections here, quickly flying the field with cheaper close quarters infantry here. Going for the fuel point there. Redxwings quick to return the favour that Zuna delivered in the first place. And there we go. Both pioneer squads sit to build up that light mechanized company as quickly as humanly possible. Infantry checking under fire from the advancing grenadiers. 3 squads there. The men of the Windhund suffering minor losses. The Windhund, by the way, was formed out of a remembrance of the 16th Panzer Grenadier Division shattered on the eastern front, and a training division for panzers, basically, or regiment down in Pachang or something like that. Would perform adequately throughout the war from 1944, which basically activated and went into fighting initially during the Normandy. I believe it largely fought on the Western Front, if only the Western Front actually. You got mines up here, good position there by the way from Redxwings. 2-2 on the way, and we got a 6-pounder gun here. Redxwings quickly moving ahead there in front of Zuna in certain senses.
Universal carrier ready for the off.
And again, getting cheaper sappers does help Redxwings here quite a bit. Grenadiers doing what they can. 2-2 almost done here. Because upgraded universal carrier not getting so much done there now all of a sudden for Redxwings. He's pulling it back here. And Pioneers moving from the north. Going in rather aggressively. Redxwings keeping up the pressure there. There's a Zuna at the moment, harassing and hitting points all over the place. But of course, Zuna is trying to return that favour at every point. And there we go. Gunners getting absolutely cut apart here by marksmanship there from the British infantrymen. Grenadiers down to 1 man. Zuna might have pushed his luck a bit too far. The 2-2 move. Almost got it. Got a hit there from the anti-tank gun. A few hits are delivered to the universal carrier, but nothing really serious. There we go, set off the mine actually, a late mine. Almost taking out Redxwings universal carrier there in the process. Damn close but not quite. Section up north dispatched with haste. The Vic is here remaining, but there we go. We got the Pioneers flanking, immediately lighting Bobby on fire in a matter of moments. And we got nothing further here in the base. We could consider maybe upgrading for weapon racks here, or bolting the infantry section side so we get more out of them. Of course, that would also benefit his sappers. I mean, that could be sort of a cheap upgrade that could give Redxwings a lot more to go on here in the early game. Early-ish. It's a mid-game here. Pushing for the south again. We got the 2-2 being repaired. Up in Zuna's base, we got resources there floating about, but nothing really happening with them. He could go for Panzer Grenadiers. Half track, another 2-2, pack 40, depending on what Zuna's way about there from Redxwings. Briefly consider Panzer there. He's getting a Morton out of a Natenwerfer. That is also an option, to be sure. And at the same time, Redxwings is taking up. He's going straight for the 3rd British tier. Rather early into the game, but at the same time, he does like the resource and sort of quickly do anything with it. So it's not quite as threatening there for Zuna, but if he's actually quite aware of it, he might still have to be a bit worried about it. Anyway, we've got the 2-2 sending in against the infantry section. Pioneers moving ahead. And there we go, 8cm Granatenwerfer. Initially in the beginning of the war actually rated as a schwere Granatenwerfer, that is heavy mortar. He was reassigned as a medium mortar by the midpoint of the war. Little fun detail there. And we got the Vickers they're firing in, veterans you on, but no building to really take advantage of that. Veterans you throw, and we got an MD-42 there for Zuna. We also got E-43s being handled to the Grenadiers, getting a bit more punch on the move. We got rifle grenades going off to the side of it as well. And there we go, wiping out the Vickers crew. Been a bit there in one spot for too long. And they're going to tank here being assaulted by the Grenadiers, the G43s singing out. And Sabs are flanking behind the Pioneers to do a bit of damage, although the mine sweeper does make things a bit more tricky there with some Flammenwerfer. We've got Universal Carrier there to the rescue. 2-2, they're also moving in. Sections moving up, Grenadiers further flanking in there, and there you go. Quite a bit of action here. Northfoot, we've got some minor skirmishing as well. But overall, it's floating heavily on the centre. There we go, section absolutely decimated, even beyond the normal point of decimation. It's just sappers here getting pummeled, left for dead. Zuna's G43 is getting a bit more sort of mobile firepower there versus Redxwings infantry sections, who are certainly themselves lacking any additional weapons or additional members. So in that sense, all he is, Zuna's going to pack a bit more punch in some senses. But, oh, mine went off there. Another mine had been laid down there, and there we go. Got the 2-2-2 kaput. Victory there needs to crack to that Vickers as quickly as possible before it hands up with Ends up with Zuna. You know, do we have a tech up here from Zuna? No, we don't have a pack 40, we don't have anything additionally. I mean, it has to be a bit more careful. Redxwings is getting closer to the Propagandacast, calling either a Centaur or a Cromwell here against Zuna, so it's getting a bit dangerous. There we go, moving straight for the Vickers, but getting caught here by the MU-42. The men are suppressed and forced away.
You have orders.
Not enough supporting, going to moving from the north. Oh, we got tech up there, moving towards tier 3.
Ready to run. Under fire. Enemy squad.
That should add a bit of punch there to Zuna. If you get such a quick Panzer IV Ostwind or even some Stugs. Sturmgeschütz.
Receiving you loud and clear.
Vickers closing in on Infantry 2 there. Then you know to care with the Vickers. If we can get in there,
Enemy
let's say we
causing
should help them
trouble.
out quite a
Trying
bit.
to take one of our points.
Then that way, sort of get some decent combat bonuses. Going for the CoH2 one there, trying to now Redxwings some precious fuel. Good work there, but at the same time, Redxwings is making a swift move towards the south there, spreading out and grabbing some territory. And Zuna is not quite in a position to actually react to this. He's getting more panzers on this, which should help it, but at the same time, he's a bit of a tricky position here. His forces are scattered and his vital territories are in a bad position. Couldn't take on this one here. Wipe Universal Care. Could try and hunt it down there. It is VT2 now, has 6 kills there.
Enemy threatening a capture
Got away
point.
with the Vickers, but was damn close. They'd actually fell into the hands of Zuna, and there we go. Large grenadier, and with Pioneers moving in there. Sectioning stuff is not really in a good cover position. They're actually on the wrong side of the cover, which does give Zuna a better chance of actually pushing them out. Still, he's managed to cut off Zuna there from his fuel as well.
Gun ahead. Ready for orders.
The men litter the roads and streets. Go pushing against the infrastructure here, rifling it would be good. And troops here reinforcing, preparing. And there we go, we got Panzer Grenadiers. Something a bit more heavily armed here to take on Redxwings infrastructure. We actually got a mortar emplacement up. Interesting, I mean, on a map like this where this sort of is smaller, I mean, you can actually sort of control a nice chunk of the center plus surrounding areas with it though, so it's not a bad idea, but you know, it's a bit rarer to see, but again, not bad as such. The trend notes indicates Redxwings might be planning something with a lot of artillery. Consider this, I mean, he's got the mortar emplacement, he's got artillery regiment. I mean, clearly Redxwings is planning on blasting his opponent out to a certain extent
Our
there.
capture point.
Meanwhile,
They're trying to take
Zuna has hit the Supremo core tier, but he's not going for it. Could he actually be planning a tier 4 move? That's generally more risky versus the Brits, since getting the tier 4, of course, is a slow option, and if you sort of play slow versus the Brits, they can hit you quite hard in return. So that might be Zuna there playing a bit boldly, perhaps too boldly. And he's got Telemans going down there to cover the southern road there. Good work. Sappers rushing in through here to gaps in Zuna's defences. Quickly be met there with G43s. The Gewehr 43. There's also existed the Gewehr 41, but which wasn't quite as good. It was basically the Germans' sort of real first attempt at a semi-automatic rifle.
Under fire. Cherry MG has a
Hold here by the MB42. Panzer's not moving up to do with the section, he's actually shifting down here instead. I'm not entirely sure what he expects to do with the Panzer Grenadiers then. We got mortar rounds going off left and right here as the 3-inch mortars open up. Here, of course, still got the Grenadier there for here. Firing in. Going for point 6 grenadiers on the fire from the infantry section there. And he is going for tier 4. He is going for it. Got 3 sample sections nearby from Redxwings. Could he be planning it? Yes, he is going for Anvil. I mean, usually you don't see players go for a lot of Royal Engineers unless they're actually planning on going for Anvil and then going for, well, heavy engineer upgrades to basically increase their firepower but also durability, since there's a sort of weird thing about it. While it does make them slower, it also gives them more armour than a shock trooper. Plus a 3 Vickers K machine gun. Emphasis push away there, you got the Vickers just firing into them. Panzer's in a pretty awkward position. And there we go, we got artillery firing in here. Straight at the Grenadier there, from there we go, we got airburst shells. And again, that also, you know, in that sense, artillery regiment works best in a certain extent with ammo. I mean, it's not bad, but generally, I mean, you can get much better anti-infantry performance thanks to the airburst shells you get from the airburst shells available. So very nasty work there, wiping out and entirely destroying the mortar there that Zuna had. I mean, he paid 100 munitions for it, but he also pretty much ensured that Zuna would not be able to recruit the mortar at all. Plus, of course, there's just a show of force, also indicating, of course, to Zuna here that, you know, I've got the big guns now, and I'm not afraid to use them. So that does create a bit of stress there, perhaps, in the back of Zuna's head. Either way, he's got the heavy panzer corps up, ready to sort of meet the British threat. Sergeant Tompkins managed to sort of make it slightly hit, but despite suppressed. Universal Care moving up, and we got a 6-pounder gun here supporting the heavy sappers. There we go. Vickers K there is going to be this with G43s and the Vickers K doing a buck there. He could have put them in cover there to sort of get the full damage bonus out of them, but he did not. More down south, we got more sappers again, we got more heavy engineers, and looks like there we go, we got the bolstered section as well. Now Redxwings sort of really just forcing everything in can on the heavier infantry.
Damned enemies trying to
Because
take
now
a
they'll
point
be
from
more
us.
durable, and of course also do more damage to get a 5th squad member there, so that's going to make things more troublesome here for Zuna's troops, who are now outnumbered, and against the heavy engineers, odds a bit more gun, well, as long as you can get them within decent range. And of course, now, of course, it's the time for Redxwings to consider actually further upgrading with Bren guns, since you can actually fit 2 extra machine guns on such a heavy section, and in the end you can get 1 Vickers K and 2 Bren guns.
We're losing a capture point.
Oh, we almost got the gun of this, almost! Can Heinz make it? Run, Heinz! You've got family back in Baden-Baden. Anyways, option here is of course to go for the Panther, but then again, Zuna might be paying for heavy armor, so of course he might go for a Panther and prepare for whatever might come there. We got another 6-pounder gun there for Redxwings. He's obviously worried about the armor Zuna might bring out. He might of course be expecting it, something heavier.
Crew now ready for action.
We might just be figuring that Zuna's a bit slow getting his support armor core out. Of course, have to find out. But there you go, great counter attack to capture fuel. There you go, sappers forced away. Mines they're attempting to halt it. They're just hanging about, and we've got a pack 40 on the way, so obviously now Zuna is beginning to get more worried there about Redxwings bringing out some armor of his own. There goes Sappers doing what they can here, almost stretching from there. Go the actual veterans one, which means they get the CoH bonus, which also means their Vickers K is even more lethal. There go, head on the top, there go the appearance of Panzer Gunners and the Riflemen hate the Sappers are quick to beat a haste retreat. Up north, Pioneers getting cut apart here by dual Vickers Ks. I believe there's sort of a attempt at making an aircraft machine gun or something a little more useful in the ground for infantry.
Enemy causing trouble, trying to take one of our
Quite
points.
fully remember the details at the moment. I do believe the SAS was actually fond of using it. There we go, more artillery joining in here from Redxwings. Another concentration barrage there from his double 25-pounder guns. And howitzer the British were quite fond of using. Perhaps not the most potent in some regards, but decently effective in others. Was also used in many cases, particularly in the early stages of war, as an improvised anti-tank gun. Infantry on the far from is going to use G43s, and there we go, Veteran T3. We got mortar raining down there. Almost knocked out the Vickers. That's a bit awkward there. Veteran T1. Lots of mortar rounds raining down against the building there. We got points in the grab. Panzer Gunners, Pioneers following up. Should go for the victory point. We're noting here though that victory points are pretty close between the two at the moment. And we've got a Valentine tank out here for Redxwings. The Valentine Mark 11 tank. Looks like he's planning something here. So that means some lighter armor support. Meanwhile, Zuna is going for the Sturmpanzer. Sturmpanzer, probably all the infantry about. And Supportman's Light is going for the Sturmpanzer. Interesting, interesting. One killer for the Valentine already. Shoots and terribly misses. Really, someone's been spiking their tea with something besides sugar. North, make good progress. We got us a larger sweep here from Redxwings with all the infantry's got at the moment. All, well, except the one here with the minesweepers. Actually, they're all upgrades for the heavy engineers. That clearly, these are sort of meant to be more flexible and mobile, and thus is sort of roaming ahead to quickly clear out any mines. So that's actually a good sort of composition. And even then, with of course the veterans one bonus here, they're still pretty effective. Now, of course, he could still go for weapon max and get some Bren guns out, but he might of course be planning to use most of the munitions here for concentration barrages. And of course with the Valentine there's also another option. He might actually be planning to go for some sextants, and of course then he can use the Valentine in conjunction with some more artillery. Another barrage, and he's actually using here the observation mode to spot ahead across me. Oh, there we go! Wipe the heavy sapper section. No, that was the regular one, by the way. Neg artillery there, he's actually using the, I believe, the Valentine to spot ahead, and then just sort of firing into the enemy. This because he can actually call it into the fog of war. Little fun detail there, but either way, that was pretty devastating. Knocking out the Pack 40 there. Clever use there of the Valentine and concentration barrage. Clever bastard, that Redxwings. There goes Sturmpanzer shoots. scores again. 6 kills for the Fatherland. Anti-tank gun flying away there. Mortar rounds connecting with the building there. Illuminated here by the
Ready to move.
commanding officer of the Valentine, Lieutenant Robbins.
Vehicle ready to go.
And just moving back there, Vickers holding up. And we got the Sturmpanzer being repaired. Sapper section holding up there with their Vickers K ready to tear apart any Huns that move a bit too close there. Sturmpanzer ready to hit once more and blow apart some British Schweinhut. And there you go, we got a Sapper section out in the open. Sturmpanzer shoots and scores a terrifying hit. Blowing the Richard Tommies to Kingdom Come, except for poor Johnny there, who barely makes it away. So it kills him for the Sturmpanzer. Another shot, and another nasty hit there. Closing in on veterans, run over slowly. MD42, they're wiped out. That's going to hurt him quite a bit. We've got the Sappers making a move for it. Then it is here being assaulted by the Sappers. He's called in a fresh one there. And he's stealing off there with the Vickers. Nicely done there by Redxwings. Nicely done. And we actually got the USK still in the fight here. Very nicely done there by Redxwings. Most players would actually lost it by now, but not Redxwings. We're now seeing that Zuna's actually taking some losses there. He's still got the Panzer, but he's still got the Grenadiers. And of course he's got the Sturmpanzer. He might consider landing in some more Panzer Grenadiers. Of course he could go for a Panzerwerfer. Of course a safer bet might now be going for a Panther just in case Redxwings actually begin adding in some tanks. And he's got options there. He's got Churchills as an option, Fireflies, Cromwells. And the problem is a single Sturmpanzer is not really going to help against any of those. Are going for the victory points there, trying to stem the flow and turn the tide there against Redxwings and the Tommies. Then he's holding up here, looking out there, but no line of sight there, partly due to the local overgrowth there.
We have 300 points remaining.
There goes Grenadiers moving and trying to flank the MD42, Sappers slightly falling back, and there we go, Tommies on the run. That was actually a pretty decent hit, despite the unit actually being on the run there. Sturmpanzer continues moving ahead, the machine gun firing away. So, filthy little Hartman there, leaving no chance of survivors. There we go. Heavy Sapper section on the run there, realising they're rather outmatched. Again, he's got quite a lot of explosives here, that Redxwings. And there we go, we got the Luftwaffe called in. Being hit with the Sturmpanzer building holding up there, but getting absolutely pummeled there. Luftwaffe actually makes some good hits there, almost like the Sapper section. And there we go, Valentine section there, we got 6-pounder gun opening up there in the Sturmpanzer. Almost got this infantry section there, Sturmpanzer doing a lot of damage. Artillery firing down. Lots of chaos here, there we go. Almost got the machine gun, almost got the machine gun. Stukas preparing for another run here, and there we go, gets a hit down the big Valentine, knocking it out, knocking it out. Heavy loss here, we go, another series of hits. And we got an artillery barrage down from Redxwings at the same time, firing in here, trying to wipe out as much as possible, just hitting absolutely nothing. The same gun attack, his Sturmpanzer almost knocked out, there we go, got veterans 1, Panzer Grenadiers moving ahead here, trying to get those anti-tank guns knocked out of the wall. Sturmpanzer just pulling away, he could actually try and set up precision and use bunker busting barrages to finish them off, but there we go. Luftwaffe saves today, clears out the anti-tank guns. And there we go, another series of strikes, they're almost getting the machine gun. The Kanonenvogel have made their presence known. And Redxwings has taken a bit of a hit to the face. He's not getting any armour though, he's getting a Panzerwerfer now. Zuna here playing a slightly dangerous game. He must be pretty confident that Redxwings not going to be able to bring up any armour in time. I'll prepares the initiative on the Sturmpanzer. He also needs more pioneers. But territorially, Zuna is in a bit of a bind there. But it's time here for the mid-game analysis. Current situation is, if you sort of look at damage-wise, Redxwings is actually slightly ahead the kills-wise, so we are seeing Zuna is ahead there. So, I mean, particularly once they increase the squad sizes, I mean, that to some extent was to expect it, though. The Sturmpanzer, the Luftwaffe side there certainly did a decent part there as well, plus the G43s certainly up here there. Comparatively, Redxwings was slow and actually upgrading his sections. They need kind of either larger sizes or more firepower. Sort of army value-wise, close, but we are seeing here that Redxwings is certainly leading ahead here, though, again, presence of the Luftwaffe, see a drop here now, they're actually surprisingly much closer to each other. Point-wise, we see here that Zuna's sort of been more leading ahead, but now Redxwings is sort of getting back in the fight here. The amount of armour, all the other bits are sort of working together, plus the artillery, really meant, that Redxwings had a much more dominating presence. Of course, now Zuna is really trying to sort of break it with Sturmpanzers, with Panzerwerfers, and now, of course, still his elite infantry. He probably going to shoot some more pioneers to repair this, and another MD-42 or another pack, just something a bit extra, so trying to hope Redxwings back in one fashion or the other. Otherwise, he needs to get rid of the anti-tank, and he might want to try and get rid of the mortar emplacement. Since I'd have to would effectively move on the asset here that allows Redxwings to maintain a more dangerous presence in this part of the map here. But few upon there, that's definitely a necessity. My apologies there. And Panthers are going to be needed sometime soon. I mean, he's going to need something. Of course, Redxwings is not just going to play around with the Valentines and Universal Carriers forever. He is going to eventually call in some bigger stuff. Then in that case, I mean, he's going to need the Panther to have a decent chance of dealing with that. As for Redxwings, I mean, he's got options. You could probably consider some armor. Part would also say, you could consider getting up a Sexton, then another Valentine, then coordinating those two to get a lot of damage out of the Sexton, just bombarding Zuna further. And I also think you should consider, getting up some Bren guns for his infantry sections and his sapper section. It would make them that much more lethal and allow him to just really pour on a lot of lead there against Zuna. Which certainly increase the struggle there noteworthily. I was keeping up the pressure on the flanks. I was doing that since there's not really so much else to comment on there for Redxwings. So let's actually return to the fight here.
We had our reinforcement.
Awaiting orders.
Sure, where did all this blood come from? Ah, don't worry, it's raspberries. Oh, that's comforting. Yeah, we did wash off the blood ourselves so we don't have to. Oh, and the Sacrifice 6 they're pushed away. Their Grenadiers Panzer moving up. There we go, the Panzerwerfer 42 arriving. They also existed a slightly rarer variant, which was lastly used by the Waffen accessory tanks instead of the sort of Nebelwerfer mount there on the back, actually used Katyusha rockets. Little fun detail. There's a caught by the Vickers, Retreat 2, and there we go, Panzerwerfer fires. Trying to get out there, but can be in time. And wiped as they exit the building, utterly annihilated there. Oh, looks like that might actually be in the MG42. Yeah, that's one there. Oh well, either way, they're dead. Deader than dead, actually. They're annihilated. So now, of course, Redxwings has something to wear it on his... On the other hand here, with the Panzerwerfer, that can definitely do a lot of damage if Redxwings isn't careful and bunches up his men then too closely. Plus, factoring the Sturmpanzer, now Zuna's actually got several sort of options, just tearing apart Redxwings infantry. That's definitely going to force some kind of armoured response. Got a second Panzer up there coming on out here by the way for Zuna. That is good. That is good. Another push here. Sappers supported by Sappers manning an MG42. Sturmpanzer moving up. And missed there. Could have been a devastating hit there if they had spot on there. That could have been an entire Sapper section gone there. Heavy engineers. Mentioned 2 on top of that. And there we go, we got artillery running in there. And Grenadiers are moving in, flanking against the anti-tank guns. Good work there, but the Grenadiers, Panzer there would have been helpful. They've been added. Looks like they are fighting up north, but the Panzer Grenadiers all the way back at base, never mind. Panzer are almost ready here, Sturm has been fighting in the centre. Lots of action on all sides, points. There you go, Grenadiers pushed away. They did force away some troops there from the centre. Even if just for a bit. Tommy is on the move. And we got an additional Panzer squad there arming for Zuna. He's getting closer to actually being able to get a Panther engine up. Redxwings still not getting any heavy armor, but then again, all the infantry does have at the moment, there is a bit of a manpower bleed there. In particular with the pressure of the Sturmpanzer, that does limit a bit, how much armor Redxwings can get right away without, necessarily, sacrificing his infantry. And there we go. March is happening, they're wiped out. Gets away. Nope, got him. Good shooting, Helmut. Sappers there, range versus Panthers. There we go, Vetri 2. Germany's got that one, although they've got the Universal Carrier there flanking in. Mortar raining also down here again. I mean, that mortar emplacement really can cover a nice chunk of Feynman from just within more or less the base there. So it's a really good investment there for Redxwings. Pack 40 setting up there. Almost got the Universal Carrier there. Panzer's getting wiped out there. Need to be careful. And Sturmpanzer almost ready. 21 kills, closing on Vetri 2. He's not using... Oh, he's actually fired it now. Mind, silly me. Looks like he got the machine gun there. Heavy sappers moving up there. The guards armoured. And then making... Oh, no! There was a fateful and terminal surprise around the corner there from the Sturmpanzer. 150mm high explosive shell. Just absolutely devastating in the area, covered in blood and biscuits. And there we go, he's getting the Churchill. Redxwings can't just keep playing around with other stuff. He needs some armour, and he's going for the Churchill Mark 7 infantry tank. Grabbing the infantry again. Pioneers bringing none of these advancing. Sturmpanzer also preparing. Closing in victory. If we get to victory, that would be good. That would be in high rate of fire, but also more armour, which definitely would make the Sturmpanzer a lot more tricky to deal with, even for the anti-tank guns. And there we go, Panzerwerfer barrage. Anti-tank guns barely avoid it, but there we go, Sturmpanzer getting some hits there. And we got perimeter Overwatch. Rarely used the buildings, but there we go. At the same time, they've got a light infantry barrage going in here from Zuna. So much artillery all over the place. Rockets, light infantry shells, and heavy artillery shells. Infantry is being wiped out. Anti-tank enforcement with the Sturmpanzer almost knocked out. Vickers there flanking in at the same time. Churchill almost ready. Panzer's up flanking against the Vickers. We've got gunners moving in there. There you go. White machine gun, mortars firing. Still Panzer guns doing nothing. Be careful there. Particularly have fun. Together they are. And there we go. Artillery going down. Mortar fire. White Panzer gun squad. He's not the veterans one, but there we go. Zuna was punished there. Punished severely. Sturmpanzer so close to it. Zuna now needs to go for the Panther no matter what, because now the Churchill on the field. He's only got pack 40 to deal with that, and that's simply put not enough. There you go, Churchill rolls ahead. Machine gun being crewed again. Anti-tank being pushed forward. He really wants to get that Sturmpanzer. He wants to put it out of its misery, and more specifically out of his misery, so he doesn't have to deal with that anymore. There you go, Churchill moving ahead there. Heavily armoured. Heavily constructed. 75mm gun. Meant for sort of charging through the thickest part of the German line defence, sort of soaking up damage, supporting infantry and the likes. There you go, Grenadier against the Pack 40, wipes it out, wipes it out.
We have lost a pack gun.
Fishing there, Sturmpanzer going to these recruiting the Pack 40. He's going for the Panther, but he's a pretty desperate shooting. Got Panther up there. Looks like they're both failing to penetrate the Churchill. That's rather unfortunate there. Pack 40 shoots, bounces off as well there. Churchill pulls away their 4 kills for the King. Now shot there, bouncer off the Pack 40. Sturmpanzer repairs. We almost got the Panther. We got the Panther firing off as well, trying to do some damage there to Redxwings. Almost swapped some units. But there we go, Vector into 1, close to Vector 2, and there we go, Panzer Kampfwagen 5, finally here on the front line. Effect bereit. And could add in the Pinterman machine gun there as well. It's heavy sample section moving down. Nope, just regular sample section actually. He's actually lost one of the heavier one. He hasn't replaced either, interestingly enough, since they are considerably cheaper to replace. You have 210 manpower. Again, the upgrade itself is pretty much free. There's only been some loss there for Zuna as well. That artillery took out one of his grenadiers, plus the Panzer grenadiers. You got the Churchill moving in after the infantry. Pack 4 in pretty bad position. Panther is ready to respond. I think so. No anti-tank and support. That could give the Panther a chance. It needs to knock out the Churchill and support by the Pack 40. Another grenadier squad annihilated here by the mortars. Veterans you free. This is looking pretty bad for Zuna. They still got a nice check of the map here. Crossing across the devastated road here, pock-marked by artillery. Panther doing nothing, and there goes Sturmpanzer joining in. Looks like there might be a larger assault here repaired. Panzerwerfer almost ready as well, but Zuna needs more infantry. Panther goes over, he might actually just go for grenadiers to put more G43s here. There goes Sturmpanzer takes it, there goes sample section, and White again, Veterans E2, 33 kills. That Sturmpanzer is really doing a lot of good here. And there you go, Panther flanking. We got the anti-tank back, bringing on fire from the Panzerwerfer. He ported in. You also got access into the super close air support, and there we go. Luftwaffe called in once more. The Kanonenvogel strikes again with the 37mm cannons. No Panzerwerfer there against the anti-tank, and got the Sturmpanzer trying to deal with it, but at this range, having a hard time hitting the target. Almost got the Churchill. Almost got the anti-tank gun as well. Turning around to deal with the Panther. There you go, Panzerwerfer rockets. Every single one misses. Every single one misses. We got artillery down from Redxwings in return. Not really hitting anything either. Panther going after the Churchill. Almost got the Churchill. Anti-tank gun wipes the Puncher. Try and move up here and deal with the 3-inch mortar emplacement. There we go, another strike there. Oh, but one shot misses. Section there. Universal Keller flank about getting behind the Pack 40. Universal Sturmpanzer falling back there, not trying to support the Panther. He's got the Churchill though. He's got the Churchill. Redxwings quickly getting a Cromwell. He got the 3-inch mortar plate still in position. 15 kills. Panzer gun is wiped out, most likely by the mortars or something else. Huge loss there for Zuna. Sturmpanzer rolling got the Vickers there and shoots. Scores. 41 kills for the fatherland on that Sturmpanzer. They're definitely themselves some Iron Crosses, not Knights Crosses perhaps. Getting a Cromwell there. Redxwings almost ready, almost ready. There we go. Cromwell, Mark IV. Double gun it is there for Zuna. Quick replacing the losses, got some kind of field presence. Needs more pioneers to quickly repair that Sturmpanzer to get back to the fight as quickly as possible. He needs to do something about that mortar placement. And we got a Valentine as well called in support there. Redxwings just trying to fight the field there with the numbers. And there we go, the Luftwaffe is still operable. There we go, gets some good hits there versus the Cromwell. Took it a bit too far there in. Panther also getting off a hit. The Sturmpanzer, he's trying to get it. Almost got it. Pack 45 in there. Cromwell alight. Like a bonfire. But the Sturmpanzer, can he get it with the Valentine? There we go. Valentine managed to penetrate the Sturmpanzer, knocking it out. Veteran to Sturmpanzer. Heroes lost. And we still got the Valentine on the run here. Almost got there though with the Pack 40 and the Panther. No, he makes a fateful turn. Tries to get behind the Panther. He's trying to do as much damage as he can there. Can he succeed though before the Pack 40 shoots again and kills it? Whew. Down to 2 units. He's still got the universal carrier and a mortar in place. He's got nothing else. Just the 3 gun. It is a Panzerwerfer and a Pack 40 plus some pioneers. On the other hand, Zuna's got barely any victory points left, but Redxwings feel confident he can win this. And there we go. Hammering away at the mortar emplacement, trying to silence this, which is really one of his big issues. Acting line to control the rest of the field there, forcing it to brace, calling in light artillery as well now. Zuna is just, he wants it dead, he wants it gone. At the same time, we got to the call in here from Redxwings. He doesn't care about the mortar emplacement, he's just using it to keep Zuna distracted while he calls in the turret, trying to wipe the units. There we go. Airburst shells flying through, shattering everything in the local area. Calling in another Cromwell. Panzer goes up, cancelled.
Attempting to steal our sector.
What is Zuna thinking? Veterans who won for the Panther. Almost got that mortar emplacement. Almost, if he can actually hit. And he's getting a second Sturmpanzer. A second Sturmpanzer. How do you see that? Really, the Redxwings might want to consider just getting enough Firefly to help deal with that Panther or something else. But he's going for the Cromwell. Oh, he hasn't finished it off. Why aren't you finishing off the mortar emplacement sooner? Why? Just one more shot. That could prove to be a fatal mistake. Got more sappers there on the way. Probably going to get upgraded to heavy engineers. Sturmpanzer almost done, but so it's the Cromwell. And there we go. Cromwell arrives. The second one here, the second cruiser tank. And Universal Carrier has been cornered like a vicious, heavily armed British rat. And yeah, that's not going to make it back home for T. At least not in this world.
Do not let them defeat us.
There we go, Cromwell moves in, going after the Panther. He must be confident use of greater speed there. The Cromwell attack sort of flank the Panther, get over to the rear arm, and that way quickly knock it out, in which case he's got the advantage. There you go, Painter, he gets the Panther. Panther needs to pull back, and there you go, he's blitzing. That's the only way the Panther can actually have a greater speed than the Cromwell. Blitzkrieg. There you go, Cromwell sits after it. Almost got it. Almost, there we go, he got it. Got the Panther. Devastating loss. There's a Zuna down to 18 victory points. But Redxwings down to just 3 units, 2 Sapper teams, and a Cromwell. Zuna's got so much more left. As they're holding back the heavy engineers, they're virtually free. G43s versus the raw unit up in the open, though they are heavy engineers, they are tough to kill, and they got a big escape, but they don't have any cover here. Keep shooting, men! If anything, shoot for the tea kettles. It ruins their morale.
Heavy panzer here.
Second pack 40 there. He's clearly worried about that Cromwell. That devil. Which was designed, amongst other things, to be really fast. Second pack 40 there in the way.
Standing by.
Cromwell setting out. Molten placement accrued. No surprise then, of course, he's quick to repair it using all of his sappers. Really, Zuna should have knocked out when he had the chance. And that's basically a lot more artillery again there for Redxwings, getting more firepower there. And perhaps just what he needs to quickly clear out enough victory points against Zuna. He's quickly filling up the field again with the heavy sappers again. They do move rather slowly here, which does mean in some cases they're going to be rather easy targets. But there you go, Morton needs to trust up sometimes. So there you go, Panzerwehr unleashes another furious barrage. And he's trying to get into silence here, getting off the kill set against the nearby sapper section there, but doesn't really do a lot there thanks to, well, basically bracing for it. He's planning for Churchill, he's actually aiming for a Firefly. Both could have their merits, but it rather depends on what Redxwings is actually thinking. There you go, again going against the Grenadiers, but again they're doing some damage. Ooh, negative cover, that's trying to make things easier for these Deutsche Soldaten. Sturmpanzer moving in. Cromwell waiting up in the south here. Pack 40 Pioneers nearby. And there you go, designating the Sturmpanzer, almost wiping up the heavy sappers. We're about to say happy sappers, but I don't think he's very happy. I'll be getting slaughtered like that. Oh, he doesn't finish off with the mortar placement again. He's happy to fire Panzerwehr barrages, but you know, not used to actual Sturmpanzer. There we go, Cromwell on the hunt. Fishing there. Penetrating the Cromwell's arm, or at least did some damage one way or the other. There we go, he's going for a second Churchill. Panzerwehr against Cromwell, damaging the engine. Pack following up to support, but heavy sappers do hold a bit of bay there. Which is desperately holding on to these two victory points at all times. And there you go, Panzerwerfers clear out the building and the occupants. Unfortunately cleared up, you got mortar here from Redxwings. He just unleashes hell at the site of a Pack 40. He's just giving it everything he's got. There's a certain sense there of aggression and desperation in Redxwings, but at the same time from Zuna. I mean, both players are one way close to the precipice. Zuna, because of victory point, Redxwings, of course, his force is constantly sort of just smaller than Zuna. He's got like 71 points there versus 32. That's a large difference. It's really a struggle there for both sides, because one mistake from the other and the other side could win. Well, of course, one really clever move could also secure the fight here. The question, of course, what's going to be the clever move here? And we've got anti-personnel mines. Good work. He's basically been to mine up the points. He should consider machine gun bunkers, to be honest. He's got the resources for that. He really should consider machine gun bunkers. He's actually flooding a lot of resources there. Come on, Zuna. Get some infantry, get some machine guns, get some tanks out. There's something. Don't take that passive with all those resources. That when you only got 18 points, you do not float with that precarious situation. There you go. Mines was in there. Force the Pioneers to react. There you go. Sturmpanzer being attacked from south side. There you go. Target weak point against the Pack 4. No, not even target weak. That was Sturmpanzer, I think. Or was that another Pack 4 the other way? Okay, good hit step. Panzerfaust almost got this. Cromwell, there we go. Cromwell knocked out with the Sturmpanzer, but the Churchill continues. Grenade knocked out the Pack 40 there. He's getting up Panther. He's getting up Panther. Going straight in for the base. Lots of artillery raining down again right here. Knocking out the other Pack 40. Well done, well done. He's silencing the support elements here. Going for the victory point down south. Pioneers getting absolutely murdered. He's pushing for the victory points. He's using the Churchill as bait. He's drawing all of Zuna's attention. The Churchill's going to space, murdering there, while he's then pushing for the victory points. Talk about a feint.
We are losing soldiers.
And so far, Zuna seems to be actually realising what's going on here. On the other hand, Redxwings now's got a Churchill tank stuck in the base. If Zuna can wreck this properly enough and quickly enough, he might be able to pull it off. But if he doesn't... Careful, be careful. Oh, Sapper's almost right, but they got the victory point. He's got no troops nearby. His troops are almost wiped out. He's got one guy in the victory point. If he can't abandon it, he can't abandon it. And there you go, Panther moving in. He needs to get more troops out. Get some pioneers, some grenadiers, just anything sooner. Anything. Sapper's moving against the grenadiers. Veterans, one with G43s. He's almost got it. He's almost got the Churchill. But he's down to 11 victory points. There we go. Churchill down, but he's kept several units occupied. He's rushing for the victory points. There we go. Reactor seeing tactical movement here in the very last moments of the match, just to try and rush ahead there. A third Valentine tank crawled out, rushing ahead. A desperate gamble here from Redxwings. His forces are bleeding up, but there we go. 2 points left. 1 point. He's wiping out. He's being wiped out. He wins. He wins. Redxwings wins with only 2 units left. Redxwings pulls it off. That was absolutely insane. It partly came down to the Zuna base in the last moments of the match there. Floated too much there. He shouldn't have been floating there. I also think the Hey Panther Core 1 turn 6 nice. I think if you'd gone for just for 2-3, you set better. He might have had a better chance there versus Redxwings. So there were definitely some issues there. I also think Redxwings should really have gone to try and upgrade his men. There was some Bren guns, maybe thrown on some other armor there. At least the Firefly would have done a lot good there versus the Panther and such. But I mean, well played with both sides. Rather risky play there by Redxwings to some extent, also by Zuna, but some nice play overall. Also nice use of ability. We saw pretty much more or less everything used to a certain extent. Really vicious play from both sides. We saw veterans, T2 Storm Panther Force. Haven't seen that in ages, just murdering away there. Heavy sappers, Cromwells, Valentines. Lots of artillery. Lots and lots of artillery. Pentagonist G43 Grenadiers, the Luftwaffe swooping in time to time again to sort of give Zuna a bit of breathing space. But ultimately, Redxwings prepared through a series of feints here at the end game, drawing away Zuna's attention from the victory points and into space, and then Redxwings just went for it. Ultimately, winning in the game, though it was, quite frankly, close as hell. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed this match. I hope you learned something from it. I hope it gave you ideas for matches. If you did want to subscribe, tell your friends, share it with everyone. Like and so on as well there. Share it so more people can see it. And if you didn't, well, that's unfortunate. Feel free to send in your own replays or provide some feedback in the comment section. This is Imperial. Cheers. Thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you all tomorrow. Bye.